We will start with, to quote my professor on the first day of classes, I know you didn't expect your senior level course to have 60 people in it, but we'll do our best to make it work. While his efforts to make the class work with a larger than expected class size are appreciated, how did we get to a point where professors are shocked at class sizes? Additionally, different majors taking the same engineering topics courses in the same sections seem to drive up class sizes and complicate the professor's ability to teach toward a specific set of necessary skills. What can be or is being done to combat the problem of creeping class sizes and a lack of specificity in these classes? I open the panel.
I think for the creeping class sizes, Dean Sotera talked about what the problem was. The problem was a shortage of faculty right at this time. And I think I'm actually the professor that said that. And we hope the next class coming up behind the senior class is smaller for our department. And we have 2 small years, and then the new freshman coming in is another bigger class. So we're hoping 3 years from now, when I'm teaching that class again, there'll be another faculty member, then we can split that into two sections. But yeah, it's going to be a problem for the next couple of years as we're ramping up 2 or 3 faculty a year, trying to get up to that 120 number that we should be.
All right. And it seems there's a just about 1 in 60 chance that Professor Peters knows who submitted that question. And actually, do we have any questions on that topic? Because there's sort of a next question that follows out of that one, unless someone has a specific question. All right. How are post openings created? According to the School of Engineering website, the EECE and BME departments have multiple new professors in openings, while on the other hand, the MACE department has only 1 new professor. In the light of so many professors and adjuncts having left the department and such small department sizes, can you elaborate on why and how post openings are created and hiring decisions are made? I turn it to the panel.
I guess that's a post openings.
That is
openings for
right. Openings for faculty. Yes.
Well, it's a complicated issue. I don't mean to state a truism, but the recruiting of faculty is right now controlled from the provost level down to me and then to the chairs. All of our faculty have very clear growth plans, but whether they can bring in 1 or 2 or 3 faculty members in the coming year depends upon financial resources. And those are unevenly distributed among the school departments. And so we have a process where we negotiate with the chairs and with the provost about what would be feasible in the coming academic year. And right now, because of the financial downturn, we're all under very tight reins, and where some of our faculty, some of our departments, we're hoping to bring in 3 new professors to get back up to strength they had a few years ago. We're being told only 1, or in some cases none, and so we just don't have the financial independence to deviate from those directives that come down from the provost.
But this past year, each department was able to recruit at least 1, so all departments did have a new hire.
Also, it should be noted that many schools across the country have either complete freezes in terms of hiring, or there are some engineering schools that have a mandate to reduce the faculty by X positions, or the X is many as 12 to 14. So if you look from that point of view, I think that our school is doing pretty well in terms of the fact that we are still are able to hire and be able to attract some very competitive young faculty. The other thing is that there are many factors that affect our hiring decisions. It has to do with areas of study, it has to do with research needs, it has to do with opportunities, it has to do with diversity. So it's not, like the Sotera indicated, it's not a simple decision. It's a negotiating process that involves many parties. And so that's always been like that.
Roman mentioned the diversity issue. I wanted to like to emphasize that the university is very committed to increasing the diversity of the engineering faculty as well as all divisions of the university. And there are university-wide committees that are monitoring our efforts and interviewing us to see how well we're trying and how well we're succeeding. We would like to have many more women in our tenure track ranks. We'd like to have many more underrepresented minorities. And the university has given us the possibility of making a special effort over and above the normal directives for recruiting to go after what we call targets of opportunity. If we spot somewhere in the country or in the world an outstanding person who would increase the diversity of the school's faculty roster, we can apply to the provost for a green light to make a very concerted, targeted effort at that individual. And in this past year, we did that twice. We tried to bring in a special individual, one an African American and one Hispanic. We lost both contests. But this is something that would be outside the normal restrictions, if we have a really good opportunity.
I'd like to highlight what Dean Manassi said. This, as all of you know, this past year, since 2008, has been a terrible economic crunch. And the fact that we were able to hire, or at least recruit, 7 new faculty for an engineering school our size is really no mean feat. We were involved in recruiting. Many of our recruits told us they had offers that were made to them that got rescinded. There were schools where searches were just shut down in the middle of the academic year. And you've all heard of the problems in places like California, where faculty are being required to take 2 days a month furlough, which amounts to a 10% pay cut. But not only are they not hiring, every one of their current faculty is being impacted. So I think in that kind of, you have to view what the success we've had as a school of hiring faculty over this last year as pretty remarkable. The numbers are small, but we're small. But despite that, I think we're doing very well. And I think that speaks to the commitment of the administration to persist and try and move ahead and invest in the future despite this economic downturn. Because the difficulty and the challenge is if you stop and you sort of hold back now, by the time the economy turns around and the coffers are full again, it may take 2 or 3 or 4 years for you to ramp up and get your momentum back. And you'll be just that far behind other schools.